Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Treasure Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel and welcome to your weekly forecast. So we just have a bunch of different cards that I'm going to choose from here today just to kind of see what we need to know about this week, what energies will be with us, and what those experiences might be like. So anyways, just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using will be listed down below in the order that I use them. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what goddess energy is with us this week and why. Okay, this is called the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Let's see what goddesses are with us this week and why. We have Anne or Annie. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So to me, this is a little bit like the Fool, okay? Maybe there's going to be something that's required of us this week to take a leap of faith or just trust, basically. Trust that whatever it is that your heart's desiring right now, that is your true path forward, that is for you this week. So this is called the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Let's get a tarot card to go with this one. What does this have to do with? Ooh, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This could be a decision about money, running your own business, doing something that you've always loved to do, just taking a risk. But this is about self-employment or running your own business or just being independent, being on your own, maybe even being single for you guys, okay? But it says enjoying the fruits of your labors, hard work that leads to a luxurious life, buying yourself something special, happily and successfully self-employed, enjoying your solitude. So if you guys are just kind of wondering, would you be happier alone? I'm getting the answer is yes. Would you be happier doing something different work-wise? The answer would be yes. Are you meant to be self-employed and to run your own business, like an entrepreneur? I'm getting yes. So this to me is about taking a leap of faith or starting to take steps towards that dream because you're having this dream for a reason, because it's meant for you. This is your destiny. It's your fate, etc. All right, let's see what else. We have bodies of water. Solace or Solis. Okay. We have spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So it doesn't mean that you guys actually have to go to a natural body of water. If you can, that's wonderful, because it could be very healing and soothing for you. But this could just be taking a sea salt bath, or like maybe even doing a scrub or something like that, like a sea salt scrub in your shower. These things will help rid your body of impurities or something like that to recharge your batteries. This could even just be taking a nap, taking a rest, taking a time out, okay? This is also about drinking more water as well, so make sure that you guys are staying hydrated. Something needs to flow, though. With the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is this illusion of feeling trapped. So it says the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action. That's very interesting because we have a being needing to take action, and then take responsibility for your life now. So maybe we're relying on something that feels safe, but it's not making us happy. What Spirit's saying here is that it's time for us to purge a situation. I see the energy of water kind of taking something from us, purifying us, cleansing us. So that's that Eight of Swords energy for me, something that needs to basically be cleansed, and something that needs to be purged is fear. Or feeling like we're stuck, feeling like we can't do what we want to do. I'm getting here this week. You guys are meant to do something special, something amazing. And your heart, it's in your heart for a reason. It's because it's for you. You're supposed to trust this. So make a move on this at some point. You're only as trapped as you allow yourself to be. As we can see, that gate is actually open. All that woman has to do now is walk through that gate. That's all she has to do. It's pretty simple. All right, what else? Ooh, we have home. Some of you guys are moving to a new home, or you want to move to a new home, right? But this could also be working from home too. So there's a message this week. We have Vesta. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So this could just be maybe you're spending more time at home. You're making your home your sanctuary. Someone's moving out. You're moving out. You're building a new home, etc. All these things are going to be very positive for you. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm getting that. And we have the Three of Cups, which is happiness. Maybe some of you guys are moving in with a friend, or you're moving with your family, or you're just wanting to create a place where your friends and family can come and you can have nice dinners and celebrations with your family. But there's something about a celebration with other people, spending time with other people and having fun. Yeah. So if something has been dragging down your life, or you've just been too stressed, maybe with the job, this is lifting, this is improving. You're finding a way out of that this week, so that way you can experience more happiness. But the Three of Cups is news worth celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation, a time for gratitude, close communities, or chosen families. It's just good times, period. So your happiness, something is going to shift, and you're going to experience more happiness with whatever this is. Let's get one more. Ooh, Pele. Divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your true heart's desire? So now we have 2 cards that indicate your true heart's desire. True desire into action. Your heart's true desire into action. Be honest with yourself. What is your true heart's desire? So what's going to make you happy? There might be guilt that you have associated with this. You might have guilt that if by moving on, or moving away from a job, or even a situation with a family member or a friend, or even a lover, you feel like there's something else out there for you, right? And Spirit is saying your passion is speaking to you for a reason. Your passion is telling you that there is something else out there for you that you're supposed to experience. And as long as you are here, you're not going to be able to experience this happiness and joy. So you got to trust. You got to trust by being honest with yourself what is right for you. This is about breaking free. Yeah, the Empress. Wow. Some of you guys, you're a wife or a mother. Even if you're not, this is about you, the Empress. The Empress is all about self-care, taking care of yourself, feeling good about yourself. Also, your body is your temple. Maybe some of you guys are getting some sort of guidance right now to take better care of your bodies, to improve your health, because you know that that's going to improve your life on all levels. It's going to improve the way that you feel about yourself, the way that you interact with other people, your energy levels, the life that you're living, etc. It's going to change everything. So some of you guys might be really wanting to take action, or it's like you just know you need to do it. You just know you need to do this. But it says time to take action, give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful, abundance and prosperity. Some of you guys are meant to work for yourselves, do your own thing, start your own business, take your creativity to the next level, put your ideas out there. You're meant to do that. But I'm getting here like maybe work from home, or like you're doing something with the home, or your body is your temple. You're making your home a beautiful place. It's a peaceful place. It's a happy place. You're going to be so much happier with this change, whatever it is. The Empress means, though, that you're sitting on your throne. You have the power to do this and to make this move. So that it is about no longer allowing your fears to hold you back. So I don't know what that is for you guys, but that is being confirmed here in this reading. So the Empress is Libra's energy, and Libra's energy is all about Venus energy. So it's Libra and Taurus. And that's what we've got so far. So love this energy. Let's go ahead and move on now let's get some spirit animals. What do our spirit animals want to tell us this week? This is a new deck. It is called what is this? Liminal? I think it's called the Liminal something messages. I'll put it down below. It's a new deck. Hey, we have the goldfish. I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys, check this out. I feel like this is connected to everything that we're talking about, because the fish to me, like in the Lenormand, is money. Okay? It's money. Put yourself in a position that allows you to reach your full potential, goldfish. Yes. So whatever position you guys might be in right now, what you're doing is you're actually holding yourself back from these 3 things. Financial abundance and happiness. You're holding yourself back. So Spirit is bringing forth the message very loud and clear today that basically indicates here that you've got to put yourself in that position. You can't just sit there and pray for it. You can't expect that because you put out a prayer that suddenly everything is good, that the red carpet is just going to be rolled out right in front of you. It takes effort on your part to co-create with spirit in order to make these things happen, in order for your dreams to come true. So we have to put ourselves in that position. So let's just say you want to meet somebody great. You're not going to do that by sitting on your couch. You've got to put yourself in a position to where maybe you're putting yourself on dating sites, or you're going out and you're mingling. Same thing with jobs. If you want to change your job or you want to do something different, you've got to start putting those things into action. Okay, so this is called the Animal Tarot cards. Oh, so we have these two cards that want to pop up. Okay, so we have the Four of Autumn and the Two of Swords. So what this is telling me, you guys, is that some of you might be, obviously you could be afraid. You're feeling like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. So what's keeping you kind of stuck to a Swords energy is that you're afraid you're not going to have enough. You're afraid that you're not going to be able to pay your bills. Now, I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, just throw caution to the wind. It's your dream. Just go for it. Just like deal with it later. You'll be able to make your rent later. Just trust. Look. We deal in a world where money equals survival, pay your rent, pay your bills, you know what I'm saying, or else. So I'm not trying to say that we're supposed to make stupid decisions here, but this is about also realizing that worrying about not being able to do this or do that, realizing that a lot of those things are just excuses. Maybe we are going to have to go without. There are always ways. I'm going to tell you guys right now, when times were tough for me, and I've just kind of got to a point where I just hate getting my nails done now, but when times were tough for me, I started dyeing my own hair. I started doing my own nails, just painting my own nails. There was things that I needed to do in order to, I had to go without in order to have money for other things that were important. So where there's a will, there's a way. There's always ways that we can cut corners, you guys. We don't always have to live in the best places or have the best things or the nicest clothes or all that other stuff. There's always ways around things. And so Spirit is saying that if you're stuck or hung up on money and finances, there's also about this requires you to let go a little and to take a little bit of a risk. Of course, being smart about it, but it's about reprioritizing. So that's the message on that one. We have the African gray parrot. Ooh, pay it forward. That's very cool. Pay it forward. I feel like there's some kind of good karma that's coming back to you. I feel like you guys have probably been very, very giving, right? Been very giving in the past. And so this is some sort of assistance coming to you in unexpected ways. So as you might be struggling or afraid, there could be just things that happen that are like blessings in disguise. So I think that that's a really nice message. The Awakening card, Hanged Man energy. Yeah, look at things in a different way. So you are being asked to kind of look at things in a different way. Take a different approach. Because the Two of Swords does indicate that we're kind of stuck in our head. The Four of Pentacles indicates that we're holding on to something. We're holding on to some sort of a narrative or belief system for dear life. And because of that, nothing is changing. So Spirit's saying it's time for us to kind of awaken to a new way of thinking and living. So we have to change our minds in order for our lives to change. Change your thoughts, change your life. It's not that simple, but it is. Spirit's saying you got to do it. You got to do it. You will be taken care of along the way. You might not know how that's going to happen, and there is a little bit of trust involved with that, but I feel like you've just got to jump, and things are going to come together after that. And we have the Pink Fairy Armadillo. Never heard of it. That's why I got this deck. I've got a lot of animal decks, but this one spoke to me because there are some very interesting animals that I've never heard of. It says focus on moving forward and leaving the past behind. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. So again, we're afraid. We're afraid that if we jump, we're going to fall. And you know what? Maybe you will fall. But guess what? It's the only way that you're going to leave the past behind, which is something that you don't enjoy or that you're just kind of over anyways. So no matter what, you're meant to leave something old behind. You're meant to move forward with your life. You're meant to move towards your destiny. And we have the Hermit's energy. So the Hermit energy is about playing it safe. It's Virgo. But this is also confirming we're in Virgo season. Now is the time. Now is the time for you to take flight on this. And I feel like you guys have retreated enough. You guys have kind of been hiding from the truth maybe, or not admitting something to yourselves for a long time. You guys have spent enough time on your own to realize, you know what, actually, I do have what it takes. I have enough wisdom under my belt to now execute this plan, to do what I need to do next. I feel like you guys have been marinating for so long. Enough is enough. It's time for you to fly. That's why we have the firefly. It's time for you to fly. It's time for you to fly from this cave or this safe space that you have been hiding in for so long. It is now time for you to fly with these ideas, because sometimes what Virgo will do, and I know a lot of them, so I can talk some shit, plus I have my moon in Virgo, so I get it, okay? What Virgos will do is they will analyze the hell out of a situation. They will overthink it to where they will never do anything. Great ideas. Yeah, seriously, great ideas. And they have a lot of talent, a lot of just great things to bring to the table. But they're so freaking cautious sometimes that lower self of the Virgo can absolutely sabotage them to where they don't trust anything and then they don't live their lives. So this is the energy I'm getting here. And I'm saying the shell because obviously this armadillo is under a shell. You've got to find a way to be able to move past whatever is holding you back. And I feel like it is fear of failure, just fear of something. It's time to move. It's time to fly. It's time to stop making freaking excuses, because Virgos could make excuses until their dying day and never live their lives. So that is the message there. All right. Now let's see what the romance angels want to say. If there's anything that we need to know about our love lives, a soul connection, just our hearts, self-love, self-care, etc. Let's see. Ooh, look at this, you guys. Finances and career. So there's actually something right now. It's like your finances and career and how you feel about yourself are actually superseding maybe a soul connection or your love life right now. Now, some of you guys might be married and you're in a happy relationship, so that's like not even the issue here. You're not interested in like, there's no issues there. But for some of you guys, maybe you're wanting to meet someone, you're wanting something to work out right now, you're wanting to date, and it doesn't mean you can't, but what I'm getting here is that right now you need to focus on your finances and career, this move that you're supposed to make, this thing that you're supposed to do. All right, this is the Guardian Angel Tarot. Yep, that's the Empress. Look at this. Holy smokes, creativity and abundance. This is the focus right now. Spirit's saying that this is actually more important than your love life. Dear one, you're being called to action. Again, another card of action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It is time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects, or becoming a parent. Follow your passions. Ooh, another card that says follow your passions. This actually came through with the Pele energy. Right? This is about your true heart's desire, your divine passion. Follow your passions. Okay. It says, so that abundance and prosperity can manifest for you. So I feel like some of you guys, this is your message. Right now, it's time for you to focus on your own self-care. That's why this angel is holding this up to this woman here, to show her, how do you feel about yourself? That is what is going to set the tone for all the relationships in your life. So that might be where the true work lies right now, is in yourself, before something great can show up, before that great love of your life shows up, or that relationship comes together. The relationship that you have with yourself is crucial. You need to find some sort of value, and the only way to that is by experiencing your life's purpose, mission, and passion. I love that. All right, let's get another. Because that might not be the case for everybody. We're getting to know each other. This is also about just taking the time to get to know people. So if you're the type of person, which for me, it's like, I know I've said this tons of times, I'm all fire, baby. My Mercury is in Sagittarius. So the way that I think is like a freaking Sagittarius. My rising is in Sagittarius and my sun sign is in Sagittarius. It's all fire, baby. And I just basically, this is what I'm feeling here. So when I'm trying to get to know someone, it's like, ooh, let's go for it. Let's get it all out. Let's do it all in one day. Like that's who I am. I'm actually not that way anymore. When I came together with my husband, a lot of things changed for me, and I've changed a lot over the last, we're going on 13 years that we've been together. But that's just the thing. It's less is more sometimes. Slowly revealing things, being a mystery, taking things slow. There's a beauty, there's an art to that. And it's something that I am learning has great value. And that goes with friendships. Just people taking things slow. You don't have to put it all out there. You don't have to go freaking 100 miles an hour. So that actually creates a deeper bond, because a lot of people that I've gone real quick, real fast, those things have burned out, and I no longer speak to any of those people, and none of those things lasted. So there's something about really committing to get to know someone. Also, if you take things slow, if someone's not on that page, they'll fall away, and you didn't really waste too much time investing in a situation, right? So there's something about changing your style, changing the way that you're going about your relationships or your connections. There's nothing wrong with maybe just being friends with someone at first. There's nothing wrong with just going out on dates with someone, for a while. There is something wrong with moving in with somebody like after a week. I've done that before. You move in with somebody after a week. Not the best thing. So this goes with friends too. So take things slow. Reveal who you truly are. And usually when people are going too quick, too fast, they're putting on a show. They're putting on their best self. And then the real self comes out later. And that's when you have the problems. So work out all those kinks first to see, we're trying each other on for size. Is this really what we want? Yeah. Okay, great. I've seen you on your bad days. I know you now for a while. Now I know what I'm getting myself into. There's no frickin', there's no, can't think of the word I want to use. There's no tricks. Messenger of thought. So I believe this messenger of thought, I want to say it's the page. Let me just double check here, you guys. Page of Swords. Yes, I believe that's the Page of Swords. I never know with this deck because it's got these it's the page. The Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is the way that we communicate. The way that we communicate is crucial. So our language of love, our love style, I feel, especially if you have difficulties in this department like I did, it needs a little bit of an upgrade. It needs a little bit of a shift, okay? Because this is about really communicating with people and getting to know who people are, right? Paying attention to what people say. That's another thing that I didn't do in the past. Somebody says something and I'm like, that'll change. I'm the exception. Bullshit. So it's also about listening to what people are telling you. People usually reveal to you who they are with the words that they say. How many times have we seen those types of shows where it's like, they told me that, but I didn't want to believe it? We have to pay attention to these things. And the more that you spend time with someone, getting to know them and talking to them, and you take things slow, these things will be revealed to you. That way you can make a decision on whether or not you really want to invest in something further, or if somebody is right for you. Because how many times have you met someone and it's like, all the red flags are there. I don't want a commitment. I don't have kids. I don't want to have marriage. I don't believe in marriage. I hate the holidays. This, that. I don't trust people. And you're just like, you are completely opposite. And you're just like, but I really am attracted to this person and I want to make it work. But like, everything is telling you that this person is not right for you. They're telling you they're not what you're looking for, but we're still like trying to make it fit. Spirit's saying, this is something that needs to change. This is something that needs to shift. Okay. Try not to attach yourself to people that are not right for you. People will usually tell you who they are. So take it slow, take time. Very interesting message. And Spirit always uses me and my bullshit to reveal a message here. And we have healing family issues. So it doesn't mean, you guys, that right now it can't be a great time for you to meet someone new. But what I'm seeing here is that there's some work that needs to be done, okay? You might have some sort of issues, or you seem to attract people that have a lot of issues. And as you heal your issues, then you're going to lessen your either attraction or dealings with people that also have a lot of issues. You're no longer going to trauma bond with people. The trauma bond can be very powerful. It can keep you going back for more and hanging on for an unnecessary amount of time. And I've personally gone through that, where you're just like, I can't believe that I hung on to this for so long. I can't believe I went back and forth with this individual for so long. And then suddenly you just wake wake up one day and you're just like, wow, I'm finally free. And it's amazing because you've healed. So there can be an ending to these toxic cycles with people once we do the work on ourselves and we heal ourselves. If you guys are feeling like you're attracted to toxic people, look at the connections that you have with your parents. Really do some maybe inner child work, or even work with a therapist as to what those things are, because a lot of the times the way that we were raised, especially if there was trauma, has a lot to do with what we're attracted to as adults. So there could be something where, you know, we're making some shifts and changes in our lives because of these things. We have the Six of Cups, which is childhood. Six of Cups is the past. So yes, we are being asked to kind of look at our relationship history. Is our relationship history full of is our relationship history full of just nothing but nightmare and drama? You know, you have to ask yourself that. And basically, if it is time for you to do some inventory and kind of look at where this might be. There might be something to it, right? There might be something to that. So look at the connections that you've had with past people. Look at your childhood, all of it, examine it. This is also about looking at things better than they actually were. So sometimes when you have a lot of distance and you have a lot of time without someone, you forget all the bullshit and you start to romanticize it. You start to actually make it better than it really was. You're remembering things inaccurately, right? So you kind of get lost in nostalgia or just like ruminating over something. And some of these things aren't as great as we think they are. And so I feel like this is about waking up. This is about waking up and moving forward. So if there are people from your past that you have unfinished business with, it doesn't mean that those things could never be fixed, but try not to hang on to those things too tightly and try to move forward with your life. So that way, because I believe that anything that's meant for you will come back. And if it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. So sometimes that can be a very freeing liberation, like a freeing thought. Just if it hasn't come back or it doesn't come back, it's not meant to be. So I'm not going to hold on to this any longer. I'm going to get to know other people. I'm going to get to love myself, know myself. So I'm going to celebrate that relationship instead of worshiping someone that's not there. And sometimes when you do get these things that come back from the past, you're kind of like, oh, now I remember what I hated. Now I remember who this person is. Okay, wow, nothing's changed. Okay, I'm out. And sometimes that can break the spell too. So I feel like there could be something that happens. Something does come back and it helps you to heal something within yourself. So sometimes people coming back from the past can really liberate you and help you. So it's not always a bad thing. So that's what we have. So for some reason, you know what, let me get one more, because I just feel like that was just so much about there's no new love. It's all just like dealing with your issues. Maybe there's something else for someone out there that's not going through any of that. All right, fine. Spirit's saying you're wrong. You're wrong. There is just a lot of work perhaps that needs to be done on the self. And that's okay. And if you guys are not resonating with these messages, maybe it's just not yours this week, but we do have codependency. You know, maybe codependency is at the root of family matters, family issues, or the partners that you're attracting, or maybe a certain situation that you're currently in. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Maybe you're addicted to a high, the high-low, the trauma bond. Maybe you're addicted to giving or not getting your needs met. That could be because of a relationship with a parent. You're mirroring that now in adulthood. So there could be something there. But I do love this because now we have the world, and the world is basically Saturn's energy. It means completing this really toxic burden cycle. So you guys can do this. You can get through it. It's like you're actually being set up right now to do this healing, to recognize these things so you can complete this unhealthy cycle and move on with your freaking life. I love this. So I'm going to read it. It says, this is time for an incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, sense of completion, and pride in an amazing job that you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you're going to begin a new journey, but for now, take the time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. So something is going to complete for you, and you guys are going to open up new doors and new chapters in your love lives and be happy once again. But a lot of this has to do with the inner work that you do on yourself. That's going to set the tone for this next chapter in your love life or this new relationship that's coming in. I love it. All right. So now let's go into Ascended Masters. What Ascended Masters are with us this week and why? This is the Ascended Masters Oracle. Hey, drink more water. And that's funny because we already had the Goddess of Water come through. And that was a sign that I got here. Ocean, I think is how you say it. But drink more water. So we need to be cognizant of our water intake. We also just need to be just more hydrated and replenished. So that may not even have to do with actual water, but this could just be making sure that you're taking time to restore wherever you've been depleted. Okay, this could be energy as well. So if you're giving too much and you're not getting anything back, it's time to step away from situations that just drain you of your energy and spend more time just doing things that you enjoy. All right, this is the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Two of Cups, beautiful. Yeah, this is about connecting with people of like mind, connecting with people that make you feel good. It's healing. Archangel Raphael is all about healing, and it's about good health. So it's two hearts that are basically connected to something wonderful, kindred spirits, people that are on the same page. So I'm getting here, it's not like we're not supposed to have conflict in our life, because we can learn a lot from things that, are uncomfortable. But what I'm seeing for you guys is that it's time for you to drink more of these kindred spirit connections instead of these connections that just are problematic, that are just nothing but drama, nothing but challenge. Every corner you turn, there's a problem. I'm getting here that what Spirit's trying to tell us here is that it's time for us to kind of let go and purge those struggling connections, and instead focus on the more loving connections. Focus on the connections where you just get along with people, instead of people that just want to drain you of energy, drag you down, use you, fight with you, etc. Like I said, there can be wisdom and lessons that you learn from those connections, but I'm just getting here that enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's time to be freaking happy. It's time to connect with people that get you, that love you, that aren't trying to challenge you all the time. Fuck them is what I'm getting here. I'm sorry to say, but that's just what I'm getting. Fuck them for now, because it's just not really doing you any favors. And we have retreat into nature. Yeah, so if that's what you need to do, is to retreat from those connections and take care of yourself, the green man, and just really focus on things that make you feel whole, then that's what you need to do. This is also about taking care of yourself. So major energy around self-care is coming up this week. And we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is things that are dear to your heart, things that you want to pursue, that make your heart sing with joy. What I'm getting here is that if you guys keep going after things that aren't satisfying you, things that keep challenging you, things that are continuously just not what you want, Spirit is saying with Archangel Raphael that we need to look at what still needs to be healed. If you keep attracting people into your life that are just still lying to you, mistreating you, abusing you, taking from you, not meeting your needs, there's something that needs to heal within. The relationship that you have with yourself is what really is lacking right now. And that's what needs to be focused on, rather than a romantic partner, if that's the case. But this does not have to just do with romance. This is about what makes your heart sing with joy, your dreams, the things that you love to do, what you would love to do for a living. Spirit's saying where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You've got to commit to this path, though. Meaning that you have to start carving out this path for yourself. You have to start doing the work. You have to start putting plans in place. You have to do it. Yeah, and if that means that you've got to retreat from social gatherings, spending time with family and friends, engaging less on social media, watching less TV and movies and things like that, that might be what you need to do in order to carve out this path to get serious about this next path that is opening up for you. You might just have to do that, is what I'm getting here. You have to make the time. All right, let's go ahead and see what our triggers might be this week. What triggers might come through this week? Ooh, we have repellent. I am under attack, right? I'm under attack. So the true statement is I am strong, meaning people cannot attack me unless I let them, right? You will clearly see that you are taking on, or you will clearly see what you are taking on from outside influences and release. Your energetic boundaries are fortified. Okay, so this is talking about shielding your energy. Other people, if they're triggering you, there could be a reason. Maybe there's something within you that is really afraid of that thing, right? So sometimes what you're repelled by has great wisdom. So it doesn't have to always be that it's a bad thing. That person needs to go. That person is wrong. Sometimes people are actually right. And sometimes it's difficult to admit it. When you can start admitting to yourself why you're so bothered by something, why you feel so triggered, it has something of great value to teach you. I'm not saying that's the case every time, because sometimes people just come and attack you and it has nothing to frickin' do with you. It has everything to do with them. And you don't have to put up with that. And you can put up your boundaries and your shield and you can say, fuck off. Absolutely. Okay. Being a spiritual person or a light worker or all that other stuff, I'm sorry, but kindness is not always necessary. Sometimes you just do have to pull out a can of, you know what, and just say, back up. So this to me is basically saying here that we're able to clearly see things for what they are. We're able to discern what's an attack and what's a trigger, okay, and why something is affecting us the way that it is. So feel the energy, right? Feel it and and kind of learn, is this something I'm taking on that's not mine? Or is this something about me and I need this is something I need to clear? So I feel like something is happening perhaps this week that's giving you guys food for thought. All right, this is the good tarot. Queen of Earth, I love it. The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn's energy. So there is something about retreating into nature, right? The Earth energy, Green Man, drinking more water, right? Letting the energy flow. So sometimes letting things flow through can be a good thing. Because if you let something flow through, then you can feel you see it, you feel it, you understand it, and then you can either hold on to it, let it go. You can hold on to it for a little bit or even forever. It's all up to us. So what I'm seeing here is that the Queen of Earth is who you are, you taking a stance, you knowing who you are, you being very strong and rooted and convicted in who you are. So now you're going to know what stays and what goes, what belongs and what doesn't belong to you. This is something you're being taught this. I'm not saying you're only being taught this week, but it's really coming under highlight this week of the conflicts and the uncomfortable feelings that you're feeling when it comes to other people. And what I got was that there are just some people out there that do not belong in your energy field any longer. And you might need to basically, like I said, put up that shield and say, get out. Okay? Take a strong stance, get out. You are under attack. These people don't want to get along with you. They don't want good things for you. They're miserable souls and you just need to cut them loose. So I am getting that for a lot of you. But some of you guys, some of this trigger is about something to do with you. And you are being asked to kind of look at it and examine it. Maybe take some personal responsibility and accountability, make some changes. We have honoring self. This is the way it has always been done. Trigger statement. Or I create my own way. You are ready to fulfill your desires by thinking outside the box. The path less traveled may be more fulfilling. Okay, so again, this is about doing what is expected of us. doing what other people would do or what other people think that we should do. A lot of this reading was based on creating your own path, living your own life, going against the grain, taking a leap of faith, going with your heart's desire, even if it affects other people and they can't handle it. You're a sovereign being. You're living your life for yourself. And it doesn't mean you're being selfish. It just means your heart desire knows that where you are right now is not where you belong. It's not making you happy. So if other people can't handle it, that's their problem. That's not yours. If you are truly going with your heart's desire and you just know that there's something that you need to do and you feel it and it's just this inner knowingness, that is coming from spirit. That is your higher self. That is the divine working with you. And not everybody is ready to let you go. Not everybody is ready for those changes, but you are. So you cannot apologize for that. So this is saying I create my way. I am ready to fulfill my desires by thinking outside of the box, the paths less traveled, which is maybe people that, and this is just a couple examples. This doesn't mean this is happening, but let's just say somebody that you're sharing your dream with, which is, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Or I'm going to leave home. I'm going to move abroad. Whatever. And then you've got somebody that's always wanted to do that, but they've never had the guts. What is that person going to do? Most likely, they're going to shit on your dreams. They're going to instill fear in you. They're going to cause you to doubt yourself. Why? Because they want to be that, but did not choose that. So sometimes those things can cause you to become under attack because of what somebody's fears and the things that they're projecting onto you. So there could be a little bit of that going on right now. You could have a negative Nelly friend, somebody who you think is your friend, but they're actually kind of undermining you with the advice that they're giving you or the comments that they're making. It's just like little digs, right? Little digs here. Somebody telling you you'll never make it. You'll never be able to, you'll never find anybody better than me. You'll never be happy. I remember that Mr. Moon's ex-wife, the narcissist that she still is, said to him, you'll never meet somebody and be happy. You'll never be happy. Well, she was wrong. She was totally wrong. And that was just because her own misery, the miserable soul that she is, was just projecting that onto, Mr. Moon. And he obviously wasn't affected by it, and he found his own way. So people can try to attack you as much as they want, as much as you allow them to get under your skin. But at the end of the day, you make your own way. And this is interesting. This just fell out. That's the card of, I need to defend myself. I need to put my shield up. I'm going places, and if you can't get with it and you're not going to support it and you want to shit all over it, see you later. So there is some kind of an energy here of leaving people behind that either don't want good things for you or that are just not on your wavelength. And it might sound harsh, but I'm just seeing sometimes you've got to just do away with it. All right, these are our last messages. What are the archetypes that are coming up this week? Ooh, we have warrior and detective. Ooh, let's get one more. Pioneer. Oh, I love the pioneer spirit because to me, this is your path, right? This is a new adventure for you. This is you moving on from whatever it is or wherever you are at right now. So the warrior is about being strong. So the light attributes are strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, right? Ooh, stoicism, and also self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. So to me, this is about being strong, being the warrior. The Seven of Wands can also be a warrior spirit energy too. So the archetype is here for a reason, to help keep you strong, to be very stoic when it comes to maybe your reactions this week, knowing who you are, not giving a shit about what other people think of you. Yep, Page of Fire, Page of Wands, love it, creative, enthusiastic, motivated. You have a fire for a reason, and I just keep getting that here. Your fire is coming from the divine, you guys. This is not your ego. It's not your ego telling you, you deserve better, you deserve more, you'll be happier. No, this is your higher self telling you that something else is meant for you. A new type of life or a new way of living is going to be better because it's more in line with who you truly are. You're playing it small. You're holding yourself back by maybe fitting yourself into a box that's not even your frickin' box. So we have detective. So this is about really observing and using your intuition and seeing things through the eyes of truth. Seeing things very, very truthful, being very honest with yourself this week. Love it. The Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups can be very loving, right? But she can also be the Queen of Swords too. So I feel like the detective is probably the Queen of Swords, which is somebody who's using their logic. But there's also the sensitivity, this like loving energy here. This also is psychic. So it says psychic detective and intuition. Observing your intuition this week and knowing kind of like without a shadow of a doubt that your intuition is correct about something. Really trusting your intuition this week. But I feel like you guys can be the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups at the same time. The Queen of Swords might be a little bit of like the shadow, which is the warrior, the putting up the shield, right? Noticing the red flags and protecting yourself. But then the Queen of Cups is she's still open to the experience. She's still loving and kind. But don't mistake my kindness for weakness, because if you do, the Queen of Swords is coming out. So it's that kind of energy. I love it. And now we have the Pioneer. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So again, this is you connecting with your purpose, your passion, things that you're meant to do in this life, no longer being held back, no longer being afraid by anything, what yourself or other people are telling you, and just going for it. Yes, victory and success all the way, baby. I love this. So this, you're going to recognize like the better that you feel about yourself, the more that you focus on your self-esteem and how you feel, you're going to recognize that you have so much talent. You're stronger than you realize. How many times in your lives have you said, wow, I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe that I did that. I remember thinking to myself when I first started this channel, right? Back in 2017, when I put out my first reading for the Twin Flames, I was just like, I can't believe I did that. Because I was scared. I was like, oh God, what if people hate this, laugh at it? And it got such a positive response. And I had people coming, out of the woodworks to want a reading. And I had been doing readings for years, so that wasn't new for me, but I had never had strangers just reach out to me on the internet, YouTube land, and want me to read for their connections. I mean, it was amazing, you guys. And then all the success and everything that came afterwards, it was amazing. And it did build my self-esteem. Was it perfect? No. Did I still have a lot of lessons to learn and learn a lot about myself and have a lot of failures throughout that time? Absolutely. But that's just the journey of life. But in the end, every single day, I wake up and I recognize a little bit more and more of who I truly am and how I feel about myself and what I want for myself next. So it's just a continual journey is what it is. That's the pioneer spirit here, which is just constantly continuing to grow and to try different things and to think outside of the box. That's where the victory is. That's where the success is. That's where the feel-good energy is of knowing that you're doing something that you love, that you're passionate about, that you believe in. So that was a lot. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed those messages and that some of it resonated with you guys. Love to hear your thoughts down below if you care to share them. And thanks again, you guys, so much for showing up and watching this reading. I really appreciate it. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.